Hey everyone, AA here, and I'm back with another video, and this time I'll show you how to extend your iPhone's battery life. So there's a few things you can do to help with this, and I'll start with the most important ones first. And first and foremost is brightness. A lot of people have their brightness set all the way up, and that definitely uses up your battery the most out of pretty much anything you can do. So what you're going to do for that is you could just open Control Center and lower your brightness, but the best way to do this is to go to Settings, Accessibility, display and text size, and all the way down, you'll see auto brightness. You want to make sure that's on. Even if it is on, just turn it off and turn it back on, and that will recalibrate your iPhone to find the best brightness depending on the environment. If you think that the brightness is too low, for example, in a really dark room, you can always just bring it up a little bit, and that's not a big deal. Just make sure your brightness isn't all the way up. Next thing you want to do is go back to settings, this time general, and go to background app refresh. And you want to make sure that's off. Otherwise, all these apps here will be running in the background, which doesn't really bring any benefit. Another thing you can do here is AirDrop. AirDrop is really good, but if you're not using it, just turn it off and turn it on whenever you do need it. It doesn't need to be running on at all times. Next thing you can do is go back to settings and this time battery, and switch this to 10 days. So here you'll be able to see in the last 10 days which apps used up the most battery on your iPhone. If you see anything here that shouldn't be here or any apps that are open in the background that you don't need, then you could either delete them or turn that off. But at least this gives you a nice idea of how you're using your battery. Next thing you want to do is back to settings and this time privacy and security and location services. So here you want to make sure that you don't really have any apps here set to always. For example, DoorDash, let's say that was to always. So what that would mean is that DoorDash has access to your location always. And that's definitely not something you need. DoorDash would only need your location when you actually use the app. So you want to make sure that's switched to while using the app. That's just an example, but you want to make sure that you don't really have any always here unless you absolutely need it to be that way. Another thing you could do here, if you go down to system services, you want to try and turn as many of these off as possible, but some of them are actually pretty helpful, so you could leave some on. But the ones you definitely want to turn off are the product improvement ones. Those just help Apple with their maps or analytics. So, I mean, that's nice for them, but you don't need to have that on. It'll just use your location more often and then use up your battery. Next thing you can do is make sure you close your apps once in a while. So to close as many as you can. And last but not least is to restart your phone every once in a while. Normally like once a week is fine. You just hold the volume up button and the lock button at the same time until it comes up on your phone to turn off, and then you'll just slide and turn that off. What that does, it kind of resets everything, all the memory on your phone. It won't actually delete anything, but it'll just kind of reset your phone and kind of give you a fresh start. Which is a good thing to do when you've been using your phone a lot for a long time. Sometimes it could fix some issues, so it's just a good habit to have, about once a week. Those are the main tips I can think of. If you have any suggestions or any ideas for future videos, comment down below, let me know. And make sure to like and subscribe and check out my other videos.